You don't have to ask. You know I have it. No, you don't have to ask. I goddamn have it. Stone Cold Classic. Classic. Stone Cold Classic.
Hey guys, welcome to another walk around video. Today we've got this SANDY TAUPE 79 series. Who doesn't love a SANDY TAUPE 79? This one's got a GT Plus canopy on it, so let's get right into it. Alright, so this customer's chosen to go with a full turnkey package from us. So we bought the vehicle for him, we've got it down here, brand new, and this is what we fitted to it. So this customer's gone for the Tough Dog 4200 kilo GVM upgrade, which is almost a must for the majority of touring people these days. He's also chosen the BF Goodrich all-terrain tyres. BFG is a name synonymous with quality. They've been around for a long, long time. They're a nice, quiet, all-terrain tyre on the road, but quite heavy duty. Obviously needed to be heavy duty enough to withstand the GVM upgrade. The customer's chosen the Sniper wheels. This is one of their later models of wheel. This is rated to 1600 kilograms as well, so that's good for the GVM upgrade. Moving back, this vehicle's got the factory snorkel. Now this is a raised air intake, it's not quite a snorkel, so it doesn't actually seal perfectly to the airbox, but the customer does have the Safari snorkel on order, so as soon as that's available, we'll be putting that on. And then moving a little further back, we've got the Clearview compact mirrors. So this is an idea that I personally like. I'm quite a fan of the convex mirror with the curve in it so that you can see a wider view, but except in this case, you've got a mirror that's able to extend out just like the normal towing mirror and give you that visibility down behind your van, which is really, really important. Alrighty, so moving on down the side of the vehicle, we've got the Clearview power boards, which are a really handy step that as you open your door, pops down, and then if you need to keep it down, you can close your door, have a step there ready to go so you can get up onto the roof rack. Now these steps are really handy, especially for people who lift their car up a little bit taller than they used to and can't quite get in, or just to have them because they're quite cool. Alright, so moving up to the roof, we've got the core roof rack system. Basically, we've integrated a couple of work lights into the sides and a light bar up at the front there with this nice and neat backbone style setup. Integrated the 7.8 inch steady work lights and the RGB lights, which we can also control from the phone, which is really nice. Up at the front, we've got the steady 50-inch light bar. This thing's doing about 1 kilometre down the road, so it's quite a lot of light in front of the vehicle. Plenty enough for this customer. And so on top, we've got the match tracks. Of course, they're an almost necessity when you're going out touring. Really, really handy, especially if you're by yourself, to get yourself out of trouble. All right, so moving inside the car, we've got the Black Duck 4-element seat covers. These are a waterproof seat cover. Basically, if you spill a puddle of water on there, they'll sit there all day until it evaporates. It cannot seep through that PVC lining that it has. And inside, the steering wheel and the dash have been updated. The steering wheel now has steering wheel controls, which is a nice modern touch. And the dash has a distance to empty and a couple of other functions that it didn't have before. Nice creature comforts for a car that's the price that it is.
Check me out.
Alrighty, so getting into the canopy, this is the GT Plus canopy. Let's have a look inside. This canopy has a main focus towards storage. So as you can see, there's a full array of drawer systems in here all the way through. This customer's chosen a couple of upgrades like the prep table and the SB30 angle fridge drawer, which is a really handy little feature. The interior lights, of course, on switches, air compressor, ARB twin air compressor with the hose reel that we do in all of our canopies. A couple of USBs, a couple of outlets, and a couple of little storage pockets, which is really handy up on the comp tower here. This customer's also chosen to go for the table, which is a camp storage table that we have up the top there. So the SB30 fridge is a really handy little fridge. You can fit quite a few beers in here, but the other handy thing about it as well is it does go down to about -10 degrees. So if you do need to freeze a couple of bits and pieces, it does become handy for that. Moving on to the drawers next to it. Plenty of storage space inside these drawers. We use really high quality runners, and of course our HDPE plastic, which is extremely strong but very lightweight. Moving across, we've got another nice big drawer. We this time have a stainless steel prep bench, which is really handy. And this is on a double extension, so the drawer and the prep bench can come out together, so you can still get stuff out of the drawer and still work on the prep bench. All right, so moving down, we've got the under tray toolbox, which is all centrally locked so that your fuel is safe. This box is a massive storage container and is fully sealed from all the elements. And so underneath, we've got the 80-litre water tank. Water storage is at utmost importance when you're out in the bush. Really handy to have some nice fresh water there for you. That's about it for this side. Let's move around the back. Alrighty, so up top, we've got 380 watts of solar, which is putting in about anywhere from 15 to 20 amps per hour, which is really cranking that power in when you're pulling it out with the fridge or with your lights or anything like that. We've got the spare wheel on the back. The 70 series unfortunately doesn't have a position for the spare, so we must put it either inside the canopy, which does chew up space, otherwise you put it on the back here. All right, moving down to the trundle drawer. This is a nice big storage spot with a nice lid on top. Really good spot for throwing your Weber or rigging up a couple of fishing rigs. And then inside, we've got the storage position, which is really handy for all your recovery gear or anything dirty that you just don't want floating around on the inside of the canopy. All right, so that's it for the rear of the car. Let's move around to the passenger side where all the action is.
I'll take it by the horns and don't let go. I climb to the top of the world, 'cause this is what I'm made for. I grab it by the horns and I don't let go. Do the impossible, 'cause this is what I'm made for. Unbreakable, unstoppable, I'm pushed to the edge and take it all. I wanna be untamable, I go right to the edge and never fall. To the fire, I'm taking it higher, unshakable, unstoppable, I'm pushed to the edge and take it all. Yeah, and I'll take it all. Take it all.
Alrighty, up the top here, we've got the Bushwhacker Extreme Darkness 270. These have a D-zip at the back, which is really handy for those who've got a rooftop tent. So the great thing about a 270-degree awning is it does provide coverage in all the areas that you utilize often. Whilst you're in the canopy or at the back of the car cooking on the barbecue, you're covered from rain, hail or shine. They've also got integrated LED lights, which are dimmable and switchable from white to amber, which is really handy and is very easy to set up and pack down. All right, so down here, another massive under tray storage box. This is really handy for all the bits and pieces you need to access very quickly. And now, moving on to the part that everyone's been waiting for, the passenger side of the canopy. And so of course, in core fashion, up the front here, we've got our switch panel, which has got all of your resettable fusible links. You've got your interior light switch. You've got your RGB door light switch, which is also controllable with an app on your phone. You've got your work lights at the rear. You've got your awning lights as well. As we touched before, the awning does have lights integrated. The switch for that is here. You've got a couple of dual USB outlets as well. All right, so we've got the Dometic 130-litre NRX fridge with the new sleek grey finish on the front. On the inside, a massive amount of storage space for all your food and drinks and other bits and pieces. And of course, your little removable freezer, handy for icy poles or ice trays and bits and pieces like that. Moving on down to the drawers, again, this canopy is massively focused on storage. So as a standard, this canopy does come with a full set of drawers, but this customer's opted to go for a couple of little prep benches as well, which is really handy. Again, on the same as the other side. These are on a double extension, so they both come all the way out. You can get your gear out of your drawer, you can utilize your prep bench all in one. Really nice, neat and tidy. All right, so often the drama with these lockable runners is that when you've got two, you've got to use two hands to pull them down and open them. Now we've 3D printed a couple of custom brackets that allow us to have a singular bar, which means a one-handed operation in front. Really, really handy. You don't have to muck around and juggle bits and pieces or put stuff down before you've opened your bench up. So the handle has a nice little bottle opener. You always need one of those, and you're always rummaging around and you can't find one when you need one, so good to have one built in. And then a couple of little hooks for things like tongs or tea towels or other bits and pieces that you need to hang. So another great thing about this canopy, it's quite focused towards those who have a caravan, and the caravan has all the necessities and bits and pieces that they need. So that's their base, that's their home hub. The great thing about this rig is that pretty well you can leave your van behind. You've got your fridge, you've got your 200 amp hour battery, you've got all your storage with all your gear. You can bring all your fishing gear, all your tackle and bits and pieces, and head out on a day trip or somewhere down the beach or up the road nice and easily, set up your awning, be ready to go, and then at the end of the day or a day later if you'd like to stay overnight, head back to the caravan, you've got your base camp, you're ready to go again. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed that one. If you want to see some more 79 series videos, you can click here. If you want to see some of our latest videos, you can click down here. Damn. I had something so good to say and then it just left my mouth. It's gone.